welcome to a different video today. Today we'll be making a tier list on economy cars from the 1990s. Now this video is a little bit different from the ones that I normally post, as usually I'd be doing a video essay. But today I decided I'd make a tier list instead. So anyway, let's get into the video. So first off, let's start with the Chevrolet Cavalier from 1995 to 2000. Now, the 1995 refresh of the Cavalier brought improvements, but the Cavalier still lagged behind its competitors in reliability and safety. Fuel economy in this car wasn't good, wasn't great for an economy box. I mean, 24 to 32. It was reasonable, but the car's cheap interior and average performance just left it overshadowed. So I'm gonna give it a B tier. It's not good, it's not great, but at least it's not unreliable. Now let's get into the second car, the Honda Civic. Now, the Honda Civic set the standard for 1990s economy cars. When you think of an economy car from the 1990s, you instantly think of a Civic. The Civic is renowned for its unmatched reliability and fun to drive character. It has excellent fuel economy, 30 to 40 miles per gallon, and there were also sport trims like the SI, which offered 160 horsepower from its VTEC engine. It appealed to both commuters and enthusiasts alike, and its timeless styling and aftermarket support only adds to its legacy. Therefore, I'm giving this car an S tier. Let's get on to our third car, the Kia Sophia. Now, Kia wasn't a big player at this time, and its early attempt to make a compact car was plagued by poor reliability and bad build quality. It was cheap to buy and efficient, but failed to deliver in durability or driving dynamics. Therefore, I'm going to give this a D tier. Not quite an F, but a D tier, a low D. Next, we have the Volkswagen Golf Mark III from 1993 to 1999. The Golf brought German engineering and a slight upscale feel to the economy segment. While reliable, the 2-liter engine was underpowered and maintenance costs were higher. The TDI diesel model excelled with 40 plus miles per gallon, and owners have reported to get over 50. But it was expensive up front and very expensive to repair. So therefore, I'm going to give it an A tier. Next up, we have the Geo Metro, which is a standout in fuel efficiency. This thing gets 40 to 50 miles per gallon. This thing rivals a Prius in fuel economy, but it lacked everything else, including power. This thing only made 55 to 70 horsepower. It was also not safe or comfortable at all. It was affordable, but far from versatile. Therefore, I'm going to give it a B tier. Not good, not great, kind of middle of the road. Now, let's get to the Ford Aspire, as the Aspire's weak 1.3 liter engine made it painfully slow. This engine churned out only 63 horsepower, and its jelly bean design didn't win any fans over. Reliability in this car was subpar, with frequent issues in the transmission and cooling system, making it an unappealing choice. Therefore, this car is getting the first F tier of this video. Next, we have the Mazda Protege. This is an underrated gem which delivered sporty handling and Japanese reliability and solid performance. The ES trim's 1.8 liter dual overhead cam engine produced 125 horsepower, which combined with its nimble chassis made it fun to drive. While fuel economy and low maintenance costs cemented its place in top tier. This thing got 20 to 35 miles per gallon while also being a fun car. Therefore, I have to give this an S tier, up with the Honda Civic. Next, we have the Dodge Colt from 1993 to 95. This car was based off the Mitsubishi Mirage, but the Colt suffered from dated design and unremarkable performance. Reliability at this car was average at best, and it offered little else to stand out in a competitive market. Therefore, I'm going to give this car an F tier as well. And then we have the car that the Dodge Colt is based on, the Mitsubishi Mirage. This is a basic commuter car with decent fuel economy, but uninspiring in every other category. Reliability was passable, but its design and driving dynamics were lackluster at best. Therefore, I'm just going to give it a C tier, as it's not the worst, it's not the best. Let's get on to our next car, the Pontiac Sunfire. It's basically a Cavalier in disguise, as the Sunfire offered the same uninspired driving experience, but cheaper, as cheap materials and frequent reliability issues plagued the car. Its attempt at sporty styling couldn't compensate for its mediocrity. Therefore, I'm giving this an F tier as well. Now, let's get on to the GOAT, the Toyota Corolla, which became a symbol of durability, with a 1.8-liter four-cylinder exceeding often 200,000 miles with minimal maintenance. It offered a comfortable ride with a simple design and excellent fuel economy, making it a go-to for people who want a reliability. And therefore, we have another S tier, as the Toyota Corolla is really unbeatable. Next is the Saturn S Series. Known for its innovative rust-proof plastic body panels, the S Series provided solid miles per gallon and low operating costs. This car got 27 to 36 miles per gallon. Though offered practicality, its interiors were Spartan, and the driving experience wasn't overall exciting, but yet it was still reliable and fuel efficient. A solid A tier. Next, we have the Dodge Neon, which initially praised for its peppy engines up to 150 horsepower, but quickly gained a bad reputation for head gasket failures, poor build quality, and reliability issues. It delivered decent fuel economy, but it wasn't really built to last. These things fall apart pretty quick, so I'm going to give it a C tier. Next up, we have the Chevrolet Prism, which is a rebadged Toyota Corolla, or a rebadged Geo Prism. It's basically a rebadge of a rebadge, so it's not very inspiring, considering the Toyota Corolla came with a 4-speed auto, the Chevrolet Prism came with a 3-speed auto, making it even slower, and GM's tweaks also reduced its refinement and reliability slightly. It offered decent gas mileage, but didn't feel as well built as Toyota. Therefore, I'm giving it a D tier. Next is the Ford Escort from 91 to 96. This car shares DNA with the model Protege. The Escort offered solid reliability and good fuel economy. It was affordable and practical and a solid contender, but lacked the polish of the Japanese rivals. Therefore, I'm going to give it an A tier, as it's not up with the Japanese cars, but it's pretty close up there. Next, we have the Hyundai Accent. Affordable and fuel efficient, the Accent made strides in quality during the late 1990s, but still remained underwhelming in power and refinement and durability compared to Japanese cars, so I'm going to give it a B tier. The Swift was lightweight and fuel efficient, but hampered by its underpowered engine and cheap construction. It couldn't keep up with better Japanese rivals in the same class. Therefore, I'm giving it a D tier, as even Japanese cars can be plagued. And last but not least is the Plymouth Breeze. The Breeze offered a spacious interior and average fuel economy of 22 to 30, but struggled with the engine and transmission issues. It felt unremarkable, even among its domestic competitors, and that's why I'm giving it a C tier. Anyway, if you like this style of video, make sure to leave it down in the comments below. And tell me if you own any of these cars on the list and your experiences with them. Make sure to leave a like down below. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.